We need a new tune in Sully because we put in new injectors, so that means that they can flow more, and basically we need some optimization with the fueling. So today we're going to be loading in a tune, dialing it in. I'm going to take you guys through the full process of getting this thing like a freaking rocket ship. Let's jump straight into it. Hey guys, what? My tuner and I already went through all the base files to get this thing dialed in for everyday driving, so I had to do third gear, 2,000 to 4,000 RPM hits, let off, and then not go any further than that. But now we're ready for the wide open throttle tuning, and he said that on this file he'll actually make the car chop even more. So we have somewhat of a ghost cam going on now. Let's go ahead and load it. Already got all the street driving tuning over to adjust the fuel, you know, soft RPMs, not high up there with a lot of load. Now we're actually going to be able to go watt, and that's what I want to film. Before we load this choppy tune that's going to allow me to go full throttle, let's hear the chop right now and what the car sounds like before. Pretty choppy still.
A few moments later.
This right here is the after, so way more chop with this tune. It's gonna sound mean. 100% more choppier. Wondering how that is achieved, or a more of a chop is achieved. Basically, but tuner said that he's manipulating the timing oscillation so that it's going from 0 to 25 degrees at idle, as opposed to the stock or normal 15 to 18 degrees. So you go from doing 15 to 18 degrees on the spark to doing 0 to 25, and basically that timing oscillation makes that wop 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 sound. I also want to do a sound comparison between Sully here with the boost cam and the Supercharger, and then my brand new Edge Mustang that I literally just bought. So this thing also has a cam in it, but obviously it's turboed, and the cam is set up for the turbo, so you're going to see the sound difference between the two. Get away from that turbo dump out of the freaking fender because it is so loud. But as you can tell, it doesn't really chop. Do I really know why that's the case? Not really. I think turbos are a muffler in the exhaust, obviously because they rely on exhaust gases for their function. So I think it kind of just muffles out, I meant to say, the chop noise, as opposed to the Camaro here that is supercharged. I know what you all think. I'm a little biased here. I think the Camaro's exhaust sounds better because you can actually hear the chop and it's not muffled out.
One eternity later.
Continue with tuning. My fuel pump control module for the DSX auxiliary fuel pump actually allowed for water intrusion through the case, and it fried the circuit board. So I reached out to DSX, and they said you have two options. You can either try to clean it, or you're gonna have to buy another $200 computer, which is just this part for the entire DSX aux pump, because their warranty does not cover water intrusion. So we're gonna see. I mean, it's simply stated right there. I have no other choice. I either get a new unit or try and clean this up. The last time I filmed something for this video was ages ago, but obviously we need the aux pump to actually complete the tune. And yeah, we do need to add another sensor, a new barometric sensor as well, so let's do that. Let's try to clean this first though. That cleaning works because I don't want to spend $200 for no reason whatsoever. And yeah, I noticed that the circuit board was fried because I came out one night, like recently, and the pump had just been running. Who knows for how long? I'm glad I caught it, because the wires were super hot and so was the module box. It was like burning hot. Maybe that could have caused a fire, who knows? Auxiliary fuel pump is, I did that install ages ago. Basically, it's an extra fuel pump that you have in the Camaro that is only supposed to activate when the car sees boost. So for it to turn on when the car is literally not even on or moving, it's not a good thing. It's not supposed to do that, and that's indicative of the motherboard being completely fried and drawing power when it shouldn't have. Just some simple isopropyl. I'm gonna see if I can get like all those spots of corrosion and stuff like that. That's where the water hit it and ruined it. Poured a whole bunch of isopropyl on it at this point because why not? So I let it dry after I wiped it down with the isopropyl for 24 hours. I plugged it back in, and I've been monitoring it for 12 hours and it did not turn itself back on. So I think that actually fixed the issue, but I'm gonna take it off one more time to do some waterproofing with some silicone so that doesn't happen again. You can see exactly why we need waterproofing in this lovely state. I'm gonna let this entire thing dry for about 12 hours, and then it should create a waterproof seal. So the key word is should.
The next day.
Pop in a new barometric sensor. So this is from an LS9 or the C6ZR1. And basically my tuner said that I have a code for the barometric pressure performance or something like that. And essentially he thinks that it's a bad barometric sensor. So he wants me to pop this one in. Supposedly it's better than the LT4 one that I previously had. So we're gonna do that right now. You know, it just goes on the back of the Whipple, and then we'll get to data logging because he said we need some tune revisions with this thing. Tuner said we're gonna descend it. We don't really need the data log anymore besides my passes at the track, and I wanna give you guys a 9-second pass in this vlog. So I'm doing right now. Hopefully it goes 9s. We'll see. It said it's not supposed to rain, but look at that rain cloud right there. That is not good. First one there, I spun through the whole 60 foot. I don't know if it's because my burnout wasn't good enough. I don't think I had enough water, so I didn't want to go, and it was being weird. It was geeking out. But yeah, 10.3, yeah, it's 138, and I let off right when I launched because it wheel hopped. So I'm hoping we can get a 9 where we don't spin and really just get this thing nice with a 1.5 60 foot, and I think we will go 9s tonight. All right, let's see what she does. I'm literally on the brink of it. My ethanol percentage in the log says that I'm at 68%. That's not ideal. We want to be at 85 for the maximum timing. So we're still down some timing. There's the time slip, 10.075, 139.72. And I wish I had fully 85. This is the Cobra Jet that I just went against, but I'm gonna do the last pass of the night here. We'll see what she does. I don't think it's gonna run a 9. So sick. I needed to get my new edge on those wheels. coaching back from the drag pack every time I take this thing to race. I've got a 2.5-hour road trip home. Same story every single time. And just to reiterate, this thing went 10.02 at 140 miles an hour, almost 141. And it also had a 149 60 foot. So I'm gonna get the converter on here and we're gonna come out and make an even better video, because with this high stall, it will for sure go 9s. I guess you guys will have to catch that install of the torque converter and then when we run it again. But if you guys enjoyed it, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.